time to try to come in and think of something good to say, and I haven't been able to, so I'll just take questions.
We did get 23 offensive rebounds and out-rebounded them by 17, so I'm guessing.
Well, I guess that's a tribute to the fact that we can't make a shot more than anything else. I've never seen a worse offensive performance than I can't remember. 3-on-1 fast breaks, layups wide open. It's awful.
How much do you attribute that to the defense from USF?
No, I know. Our offense was really bad, that's all I can tell you. Really, really bad. You can't score on a 4-on-1 fast break, there's something wrong. We came off, probably 20, 25 minutes of the best basketball we played all year against Rutgers the other day. There's just no possible explanation for the way we played today. And just really bad decision-making. We're fortunate that James finally hit that one shot. That's all you need to do is to make one. But we had the ball in layup position. Several times. And, you've got to convert those shots. You can't just keep missing those shots. We were fortunate. Our defense was pretty good. We kept them on the perimeter. The game started with they made 3 threes, and they got 3 dunks in the first 7, 8, 9, whatever minutes it was. And it was 19-10. I think they scored 25 points the rest of the game. The last, whatever, 30-plus minutes was there. So we took the lob away finally, and we did a better job finding the 3-point shooters. But, it's really, we just can't play that poorly on the offensive end of the court. We really can't. But, you get a win, and it's trying to get better for Wednesday.
Did it help that they got a little bit trigger happy after making a few early on from deep?
I thought they were patient. I thought they waited. They didn't take any really, I don't think they took any really bad threes. I think they took 22. Most teams take more than that. They couldn't score inside our defense. We did a pretty good job inside. But sometimes, when a team makes their first 3 threes, it can be the best thing that can happen because they think that's going to be there. But I don't think they did that. I think they were patient. I think they moved the ball. Michael did a great job getting to the basket, and we just couldn't convert the layups. He got through there. It was a little bit like Temple. They let him get to the basket, and they didn't help. And he had 3, 4. Really, really good opportunities, layups, and he'll make those. He'll get those. But when he misses those, it leaves us open. People get down the court on us. But after the first part of the game, we played great defense, and we played just. CJ made a couple good plays, and Brandon made a couple real good plays, and on the offensive end. We made some really good plays, and we had one stretch of offense there where we played good at the end of the half. I think it was 20-4, and we did some good things during that time offensively, but we came out in the second half and we had really good opportunities, and we just couldn't convert it.
Coach, I know there are other venues you'll have more nostalgia with, but you can just talk about making this final lap through all the Big East venues.
Well, I like coming here. We had 3,000 to 4,000 people here. I mean, you look around up there, they were all, orange shirts. We get great support down here. They've done an unbelievable job with this arena. I mean, it's a beautiful arena. It's as good as any of the places in the league. They did an unbelievable job fixing this up. Pretty arena, pretty ugly offense.
Coach, USF wasn't very competitive for a couple of years when they first started the Big East. Made the tournament last year. Do you see anything different with them, or are you guys viewing them differently around the league now?
I thought they were good last year. You know, they start out in Syracuse the same way. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with the way we're starting against them. I think it was 18-4, maybe, in Syracuse last year, something like that. I don't want to say
20-7.
exactly, because if Mike was here, he'd correct me.
20-7.
You know, huh?
20-7, I think.
20-7, yeah. And then we went on a run there. 19-10, we went on a run. I don't know. Maybe we can start better next time and finish better. But, you know, I think they're competitive in this league. I think they've got really good players, athletes. The point guard is, we won the game. The thing we emphasized was to stay in front of Collins. He really hurt us last year, and he got in the lane against us. And he really, except the time Michael went out and chased him, which I'm not sure what he was thinking about there, but he got in there for a layup. But other than that, we stayed in front of him. Our guards really did a good job when he got in there. Our big guys helped. I thought that was the story of the game, other than the bad offense by both teams, that we were able to keep him in front of us. He's a really good penetrator. I mean, we had him in some really bad situations. He gets out of them, but he doesn't turn it over. But we did contain him as well as you can.
Jim, how do you teach the back line of the zone to take away the lob? Is there a?
Well, the lob, the funny thing about the lob, it was in two of them were in transition. That's nothing to do with offense. We didn't get back, our forwards didn't get back, and they got lobs. They got one on CJ, they got one on Rock. We didn't get back. There was no screen, nothing. Then when we got back, we're fine. And Raheem and Rock got back and got the one. And, after that start. But two of them were definitely transition, and the third one was almost kind of a mixed up play. It really wasn't. Two or three of them were just off transition. He keeps his head up and sees those guys, and they're diving, and we didn't get back far enough, really.
Jim, just from afar, over the years, these college basketball and football coaches moving around, going different places is norm. I mean, you think you 50 years, I mean.
Nobody wanted me. I found a place that wanted me, and so, I stayed there. I mean, it's sad where we are, but, you can't look at a football coach or a basketball coach who sees an opportunity that he feels is good for him. If he loses 2 years in a row, he's gonna be fired. So, we know that. So how can you be loyal if you know, what's loyalty when, you're gonna they're gonna fire you if you don't win. So, I don't fault coaches for looking and seeing if there's a situation that's better for them. And I don't really fault players who transfer. I mean, we have 400 or 500, that's a problem, I think. But if they're not happy, and it's not really always the player, it's usually the people around them who get them to do that. And if you really study the transfer thing, better than 70% of them never make it. They just were unhappy where they were, and they go someplace else, and they're unhappy there, because they're just not happy. It's not working the way they think it should. And, but, coaches, you have a 4-year contract, they can fire you after 1 year. Contract doesn't mean anything to the school. Everybody says coaches' contract doesn't mean anything to them. Well, why should it? You don't play, you don't do something well, or they don't like you, you're fired. You're out. Just like that. That's the business. It's